Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we will talk about the parallel of the subdominant, so the relative of the subdominant in E major. So we continue our journey in the E major tonality, and today's PDF, as almost always, you find down in the description below. There is a link, just follow the link, download the PDF and support my channel. That would be really kind and beautiful. All right, so we are in E major. We continue, as I said, we already discussed a lot of chords in this tonality, and now we have the chord on the second degree. That's F sharp minor or F sharp minor 7, and the scale is the Dorian scale. So F sharp Dorian we find in the key of E major. Okay, let's just play a bit and settle in the E major key. Now we go to F sharp minor, to our chord. That nicely goes to the dominant. So we have also in jazz we say that's a 2-5. So the chord on the second degree goes to the chord on the fifth degree goes to the 1, 2-5-1. So F sharp minor or F sharp minor 7 going to B7, dominant 7s, to E major 7 or 6, whatever. Okay. And we can have, of course, like different arpeggios, not only F sharp minor or F sharp minor 7. We can also have an F sharp minor with an added B. Or an F sharp minor with an added G sharp. This F sharp minor 7 we can also sing as a subdominant with an added 6. Yeah? If we have, for example, this chord, that's an A major chord with an added 6, which is actually also at the same time an inversion of F sharp minor 7, and of course it also has the same function. They both, A major and F sharp minor, they both have subdominant function. And if I don't have this E here, yeah, and I take this E, A major chord with F sharp, so with the sixth without my fifths of A major. This is also a typical chord in Western harmony and classical music. We say it's like it's an A6 chord or a subdominant 6 chord, and this implies actually that we play the sixth instead of the fifths. So instead of an A major, try it. Instead of E, we play F sharp. And but at the same time, this subdominant 6 chord is of course also, in this case, an inversion of just an F sharp minor triad. Yeah, you see these both chords. These are very connected. They both have subdominant function, And F sharp minor is the same as A6 without the fifth, and F sharp minor 7 is the same as A major, complete triad with an added sixth. So they are just same in a way. Yeah? When you just invert the chord, it can have a different root, a different name. Next, we can have the secondary dominant for this F sharp minor 7th chord. So the secondary dominant for the subdominant parallel, or in English it's like subdominant relative chord. I take this Riemann was a theorist, musical theorist. He said, he had all this he made up this concept of these functions, dominant, subdominant, and tonic, and that all other chords are actually like variations or variant chords of the basic three functions. So you don't have any other functions. They're always like either they have a dominant function, or they have a tonic function, or a subdominant function. Okay, so what's actually quite nice to go directly from the tonic to the secondary dominant for F sharp minor 7. So from E, so you heard that. This is a very beautiful color. This C sharp. In this case, C sharp dominant 7, harmonic minor 5th mode. But you can also add the sharp 9 to that scale, because the sharp 9 is also the tonic pitch of the key, the E. Yeah. Of course, sharp 9 you would not say E. You would say D double sharp. But that's actually like if you have C sharp harmonic minor 5th mode, like then you can so E, so so you can use this quite nice going down then actually. So E sharp, F, E, D, C sharp. All right, but this is actually the same principle, the same stuff as we already talked in the minor tonality. It's like really just a secondary dominant, which in a way has the same features as a real dominant in E minor, but of course like not going to the tonic, but to the secondary tonic, you can say. F sharp minor is like a secondary tonic. If you say it's a secondary dominant, then it will lead to a secondary tonic. Okay, you can also have altered. That's maybe more a jazz kind of a sound. C sharp altered, which is the same as D melodic minor. Yeah, it's you can try to use that also, and but as I said, it's more like this jazz context. There, of course, you can do a lot of stuff, but you don't have to explain. That's a good thing in jazz. You have also the tritone substitution of C sharp dominant 7. So the tritone substitution of the secondary dominant to the subdominant parallel to F sharp minor 7. So G, Mixolydian, sharp 11. B7. Okay, and what we can do, for example, what's kind of nice is to start with a kind of an inversion of E tonic, like G sharp E. Going to this. Yeah, so this kind of movement here from E, inversion of E major, going to G, triad major, which also is kind of like the relative major in E minor. So in a way you can say we also can explain this chord a bit differently. But when we play the whole scale, then when we use really like Mixolydian sharp 11, of course we destroy this idea, this concept, this origin of that chord, like E minor. That's pretty much it for this function. So the subdominant parallel, or the relative of the subdominant in E major, and its secondary dominant. In this zone of this subdominant parallel chord, we can also actually we can add the sixth to the F sharp minor chord. We can add the sixth. And a very typical thing is like this added sixth, instead of to play the sixth, or to have the sixth instead of the fifths. Yeah, that's a normal regular way what we do in classical music. If we say it's an like an A6 chord, we say it's like an A major, but instead of the E, the fifth, we have a sixth, the F sharp in this case. And so we can add the sixth to this F sharp minor chord, and then we have actually a chord which is D sharp diminished, like an inversion of D sharp diminished. And this chord actually we already explained as a dominant seventh chord without the root. Yeah, so if we take like B7 and we omit the root, we don't play the root, we have a D sharp diminished chord. And this we already explained when we talked about the dominant function, the dominant chord in E major. So I just want to give you another possibility to think, to understand this D sharp diminished chord. So actually that, like the diatonic chord, diatonic triad, which is built on the 7th degree of E major scale. So if you go to the 7th degree and you stack up thirds, you have a D sharp diminished triad. And so this is like really this Dorian color, of course, like having a minor chord with a major sixth. beautiful color. I'm not really sure whether we already talked about that, but actually what happens to add a sixth to a major or a minor chord adds a kind of a subdominant function to that chord. So this F sharp minor chord gets a kind of a subdominant feel. And by subdominant feel, I don't mean like this is a parallel of the A chord, of the subdominant anyway, so it has a subdominant function. No, I mean thinking from the root, F sharp. So F sharp would be the subdominant chord in C sharp minor. So in the relative minor of E major. Yeah, so if I have F sharp minor, I can easily go to C sharp minor. Now when I play F sharp minor with the sixth, I really feel at home in C sharp minor, although I didn't show the leading tone of C sharp minor or the secondary dominant, G sharp dominant seventh, which would give the whole thing a really clear kind of a shift or twist to that I, at least temporarily, I think, oh, now we are in C sharp minor. So I have to work a bit harder to give you the feel again that we're in E major. I'll show you what I mean. So, E major. Now I go to F sharp minor directly. Maybe I'll show again E major going to B7. And now we are settled in E major. So again E major. F sharp minor. So this is G sharp dominant 7 harmonic minor fifths mode, which really nicely comes out of this F sharp minor 6, G sharp dominant 7 going to C sharp minor. So let me play that again. E major. No. Now I show the B7 to open the door to back to the tonic chord, to E major. All right, and of course a variation which is nothing new, which is not really giving us something new, is if we take F sharp minor and we add the 6 and keep the C sharp. So it's really like a 4-part structure. Yeah. And this 4-part structure is just also an inversion. I mean, we can think it as a subdominant. This D sharp adds again like the subdominant function, which leads very nice and easily to C sharp minor. Also maybe taking this G sharp dominant chord to be really clear. But also this chord can be explained differently, what we already did in this dominant lesson. It can be just dominant 7th 9th chord, so with a major 9th without the root. So if we have like a dominant 9th chord, B dominant 9th, going to E tonic, then if we don't play the root in the bass, we have D sharp minor 7 flat 5. Yeah? So the D sharp diminished triad with an added minor 7. Yeah, so this chord, just if we just have the triad D sharp diminished or D sharp minor 7 flat 5, can have two functions. It can be, we can explain that. It also depends, of course, on the context, on the situation, what comes before and what comes after. We can explain that as having a dominant function, being a dominant without the root, either dominant 7th or a dominant 7th 9 without the root, or we think of it as an F sharp minor and then F sharp minor with an added 6th, which is like just an inversion of D sharp minor 7 flat 5, or with a major 6th instead of the 5th. So the typical approach in classical music. So the 6th instead of the 5th, which gives us an inversion then of the D sharp minor, D sharp diminished triad. Okay, so we have actually like two explanations, two situations, two possibilities. So in a way, it's like a kind of a double function this chord can have. All right, I think that's it for this subdominant parallel chord, F sharp minor 6, or whatever, Dorian chord in the context of E major. That's it for the lesson. Please, if you like these lessons here, do subscribe to my channel and also click the bell. Then you get also notifications if a new video will be released. And this is the case every week. So would be cool to have you getting involved here. And also you can get more involved here by supporting my channel. Just go down the description below. There is a link to my website, hupildenbrand.com. There the Guitar Academia page. And there you find a button where you can donate. So this would be really cool to get involved and support this channel, that we really go on with this stuff, because there's still a lot of stuff to cover. What I want to put out here. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. My name is Hupildenbrand.